The big story at 4, you guessed it. We could be in for a big freeze next week. We have team coverage of preparations underway across the Gulf Coast, and we're going to begin here in studio with our chief meteorologist, Ed Bloodsworth. Ed, several of my friends texted me today saying they're crossing their fingers for snow, but no one wants ice, and we could see both.
This has been a tricky storm to try to nail down, but things are starting to come into better focus, and the target day is next Tuesday. So you still got a couple days of preparation ahead here. Let me show you the big picture. The system that's going to energize all of this is now finally starting to show up here. It's actually sitting over British Columbia in Canada, but this trough is going to dive south across the U.S., and it's going to bring with it first some bitterly cold air. These are your high temperatures over the next couple days. It's going to be quite warm tomorrow, near 70, but by the time we head towards Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, temperatures will struggle to get out of the 30s. And with that cold Arctic air in place, the other big question mark was a storm developing in the Gulf. And now it appears that it will form and maybe form a little bit farther north than we would like to see. So with the cold air in place and now this track moving across the Gulf, that's going to put the Gulf Coast and parts of the southeast in a position to receive some kind of wintry weather. The exact precip types, at least in the last 24 hours, have been more confined to a snow and freezing rain event for our stretch of the Gulf Coast, with rain farther south and east across the Florida Peninsula. This is one of our computer models. This is the American model, which has been sort of falling into line with this solution. And again, the target day is going to be Tuesday. We think sometime Tuesday morning. The exact time of that still in question, but some snow will begin. This event is likely going to begin as a snow event, and then as we start moving into the afternoon for Tuesday, we start getting some freezing rain, maybe even a little bit of sleet to mix in, and some cold rain off the coast. And this is going to mean some accumulations of snow and potentially, yes, ice. And that is going to cause some issues through the first half of next week. And with this new updated forecast, you know preparations are underway for this big event. We have WKRG News 5's Asher Red, who's live at Government Plaza here. And Asher, no surprise, it's the travel conditions that are the biggest concern.
Yeah, Ed, you may remember about 7 years ago or so, this stretch of Government Street in front of Government Plaza in Mobile was frozen over with a thin layer of ice. You know, that black ice can be very dangerous, especially when driving. The city says that they simply do not have the equipment that you would traditionally see in northern communities to deal with this wintry mix, but they say that they will make do with what they have. Public safety and public works are the city's two top priorities during this winter weather event. The city is getting vehicles and crews positioned to respond to dangers and difficulties brought on by the possible winter weather. Now, Alabama Power is also facing possible challenges on their own, as icy weather can weigh down power lines and damage substations. Now, the city does not plan to invest in traditional winter weather equipment like you might see in places up north. They say that might be a multi-million-dollar investment that, quite frankly, just would never get used. This happens only a handful of times in just a few years. Live in Mobile at Government Plaza, I'm Asher Red, WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Asher. Now to Northwest Florida, where we find WKRG News 5's Alexa Daly. Alexa, what are officials in Escambia County doing to prepare?
Well, Charis, I talked to Escambia County Emergency Manager Travis Tompkins, and he says whatever weather comes our way, they are prepared. He's reminding residents to be prepared too. People are reminded to practice the 5 P's of cold weather safety. That means protecting your plants, pets, people, pipes, and practice fire safety. People who may be using space heaters during these cold temperatures are reminded to not plug them into power strips. Tompkins says the county has already been working with the Department of Transportation to make sure they have sand ready to de-ice county and state bridges and roads. If we do see that wintry precipitation, Tompkins is encouraging people to stay off the roads.
First responders will be out. There's going to be people that are going to go out that are going to slide off into the ditch, and we're going to have to work with fire. We'll be working with folks to tow people out, but again, if we can avoid that, let's avoid that as much as possible.
Escambia County's cold weather sheltering plan will go into effect Sunday, meaning there will be a bed at local shelters available for anybody who needs to get out of the cold. And with the Martin Luther King Day Parade in Pensacola on Monday, anyone who's expecting to attend should bundle up because it will be cold. Live in Escambia County, Alexa Daly, WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Alexa. School system officials in Baldwin County are taking a wait-and-see approach before making a decision on how the winter weather expected will impact schools next week. Our live team coverage continues with WKRG News 5's Debbie Williams. Debbie, we have been through this before, but it's been a minute, so it could get chaotic.
Yeah, and you know, anytime we have this kind of weather this far south, it can be chaotic, a little squirrely out there, especially on the roads. It was that way back in 2014 and 2018 when it seemed there was ice or snow from one end of the county to the other. When the white stuff on the beach is ice, you know it's cold.
It's like an ice skating rink, and you can slide on it, and it was fun.
In January 2014, the Arctic blasted Alabama's Gulf Coast, making travel dangerous.
Wow. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
And getting from one place to another, a challenge. A few years later, it was more of central Baldwin County in the deep freeze. In 2018, ice covered almost everything, crippling travel on major highways and interstates, even the big rigs needing a little helping hand. The bottom line, we're not used to this kind of weather.
Moved down here to stay warm, and it's anything but that right now.
So when the big chill does happen, it's kind of a big deal. That happens just enough to make us glad we don't have to deal with it for longer than a few days. It's kind of why we live down here, right? So we don't know exactly what it's going to be next week, what's in store for us, but we do know it will be bitterly cold. So get ready. Live on the Baldwin County Beat in Foley, Debbie Williams, WKRG News 5.
That is for sure. Debbie, thanks. We will continue our big freeze coverage in our next half hour with preparations in other parts of the Gulf Coast, including Santa Rosa and Okaloosa counties. And of course, this is where you need to keep it. WKRG and WKRG.com for everything you need to know ahead of and during that winter weather expected.